Hi everybody, this is Cindy over at paper.old.new. I have made some progress on my first little golden book journal. Actually, this is my first full-size journal at all, so I thought I would take you through. I have finished choosing the pages and probably doing a little more than I should have to some of the pages before I stitched the book together, and I'll show you what I mean when I flip through here. But I was going to flip you through the pages I've chosen and how they're going together for the first two signatures. So I have one signature with story. Let's put this over here. I haven't messed with the cover yet. But I have one signature with story and one signature that's just my pages. And then I thought maybe I would, depending on how long this takes, do the last signature on camera and kind of with you guys. So let's see how this goes, and let me show you where I am. So these are some things I made as we go through here. You can see I've clipped it. Okay, so there are paper clips here to hold. I might just unclip half of it, and then when I get to the second half, I'll unclip the other half. So this is the front cover. You might remember from the very first flip through that I did, and I've added to this since then. As you can see, I have this. I kind of like this here, but it extends out past the end of what where the cover will end up being. So I haven't decided if I just want to trim it off and glue it down and leave it, or if I want to take it off altogether. It is, and then just cut it even with this. It is what I did to cover the other side of this framed page, where I framed out Mickey, because the other side was just blank white. So I covered this, as you can see, and I think I'm going to go around the frame in here with a border. I just haven't done that yet. Decorating is semi-done, so we'll see. I figured I'd do more of the decorating after I stitched it together because I've got myself into some trouble. So I picked some scrapbook paper to go there. And then here you can see the title page. This page is torn, and I haven't decided if I'm going to leave it alone or if I want to make like a little corner and put it on there, you know, with some cardstock. I thought that might be fun, so that might get covered. So I have some coffee dyed. This is actually the back of coffee dyed scrap paper. It was a piece that I didn't like the front of, so this was the perfect place to kind of use it. It's for journaling space. I might put a sticker or a stamp here, but I don't think I'm going to do anything else to this page. And then I tried my hand at, you can see the ruffle. This ribbon didn't lend itself, and I had to pull the wire out. I'm still new to sewing, so but I've glued this one down for a pocket here. And I'm trying to mix. I went back and mixed in from the first flip through. You saw a lot of it was that really, really bright, cartoony, childlike Halloween, which I did a lot of because it's a Mickey Mouse. But I decided that toward the end of the book, I'm leaning more toward harvesty. So I'm trying to combine them in here and use Halloween colors, but some rundown rustic to go with the ghost town, and some fun Halloween stuff to go with the ghost town. So here is an envelope. This is wrapped around. I think, yeah, this is a pocket. So this is a large envelope that I cut the top flap of down the center. And so I have a pocket on this side and a pocket here. And then on this side, I just glued it down, so there's just a pocket here. And then I haven't decided if I'm going to try to cover this or if I'm just going to leave it and maybe decorate it with, I don't know, sticker or something. And then I added a few little pages for journaling. This is what I made this tag for. So this is one of those folding tags. And I was going to glue it down here. And then, because I thought the orange leaves went well with the stripes, and then this wood is a cut-off piece from trimming up the wood, and it's going to be a flip out with a tuck, and then it's going to be, so it'll be on this page, which I thought was kind of fun. So that's what that's for. And then this is still the page with the pocket here and the pocket here, and then the flip out with the pad and the pocket here. So a lot going on that page. Then we go through here, and I've added this. I think since the last time you were here, the wood I think carries through really well. This is for this page. So it's a library pocket, again, that flips out. It's going to flip open, and there's a pocket here in the library card. And then I don't know what else I'm going to do with that, because I have it flipping open, and I was going to do something with that flip. I just don't remember what it was. So eventually I'll come to my senses and recall. I added paper in here. This does not go all the way down. So this is a pocket, and this is a half page pocket. That only goes halfway down. The bats, I haven't decided if I'm going to do anything else. This might just remain a decorative page. This is a tuck. So it's only glued down up to where it was glued to the other side of itself to edge the bat paper. So that's going to tuck. And then I thought the ghosts went good, because here you see the name of the town, Ghost Gulch. This is from the Halloween, a Halloween mandala coloring book that I have. I thought the old candelabras and the spider webs were a nice touch for the old hotel, and with all the cobwebs and then that's on this page, which I'm trying to figure out how to do a fabric flip using this. So it's very thin. I don't know. I haven't done one of these before, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it, but I want that to be a flip, and I'm going to maybe put another piece of fabric over it. I don't know. So I'm working on that. I might watch a few videos and, try my hand at doing the flip. I thought the spider webs went really cool over the spiders, though. And then we have this, which is probably going to get some sort of spider stickers, but not much else. And there's this little piece of paper here. Now this I have added, this is one of those things where I went ahead and got this prepared to be sewn before I decided how I'm going to handle this, because this is the side I wanted because of the fall colors. I think it goes really well. This is the other side of this double-sided cardstock, and I'm probably going to cover it or something. Even if it's just, I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. This is not going to stay like that. And this was kind of, I had the scrap, and as an experiment, I stuck it on here as a tuck. So my other thing was, what if I just glued them together? But I don't know if I want to do that either. So this is in limbo. But this is the center of my book. So here is an envelope that I decoupaged a napkin onto. It has, again, been cut in the center. So it's that. And then when it flips up from the other side, I'm going to clip this because I have the holes poked. So I'm going to go ahead and clip this back down, and we're going to unclip the other side. So this might be kind of an involved flip through just because I haven't sewn it yet. Okay, so let's take these clips off and we'll look through the back side. So this flips up again, and here's a pocket. This is a pocket on the back of this, which is a side pocket and a top pocket and a flip. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. This is intentionally this tape. I mean, that wasn't an accident. So I don't know if I'm going to add something more to that or not. That's this crafty, the duct tape that comes in all the different colors. Yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, so that is there. And then this is supposed to be under it. So this is down, and then this holds it down. And then here's the other side of the spider web thing, and the other side of the spiders, which again, here's the other side of the mandala. The back half of this is like just pretty much just the other side of stuff. So like the other side of that, the other side of this again was made a pocket and a half pocket. I haven't made anything for this like I have for the front. And we have the wood. And then we have this. Now, in the back here, I added a little bit It was just this photo. This was a photo envelope, right? That I slit the bottom of and turned into a pocket. And then I added these little, the other half of the ones I added that you saw in the front. Excuse me. This, I don't know if you can see it. Well, I guess you can. In this book, in this story, he is searching for gold. He found the deed to the town or the hotel, and it says they found gold. So when I found this wood, this is in one of my paper pads, and when I found this wood grain with the gold on it, I thought it would be good to add it here, where he talks about the deed, where it talks about the gold, but it doesn't say where the gold is. So this is a flip out. I haven't done anything with it yet, and some more coffee dyed paper for journaling. Then we go back here and we have this flip out, which is our owls, and I accidentally cut this. So there is a tiny, there is a tiny slit right there. So I have to decide what I'm going to do, but something's going to have to be put on here. I was thinking about putting something on there anyway, a ruffle or something. So, and then of course there's the back cover. So that is signature number 1 with the first half of the story. Let's clip this one back together. I'm hoping that these clips hold good enough for me to sew this together after I'm done showing it to you. Because that's about where I am, is I'm ready to stitch it together. I just don't have my spine done. I haven't decided if this is going to be a hidden spine or an open spine. So we'll see. Because I feel like for my first one, it will be easier for me to stitch it to a piece of chipboard rather than an entire like book that's all connected, spine and everything. So I don't know if I want to, yeah. That's where I am on that decision. Let me put all this back together so it stays in one place. I'll put that over there. And here is the second signature. Now remember, this one is no story. This is the center signature. There are no story pages in this one. So again, I have clipped it together. We're going to take the clips off of the front half. And I started it with a wood pocket because this ends with wood grain as well. So it kind of, when you're flipping around, it kind of continues the theme, so to speak. All right, so full page pocket here. I'm probably going to glue like some sort of a ruffle or ribbon, something to this as the end of the page, which is why I left that that size. This is coffee dyed scrapbook paper again. Here's the here's a pocket that I did. So this is again a combination of the Halloween paper and the fall paper to kind of put the two ideas together. This pocket only goes, I glued it because it's not folded. I glued it to this page, so this pocket only goes to the edge of the page. And then this is just the piece that hangs over. Because it was supposed to be to help extend the page out to the right size. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this, although I have been on the lookout for some paper to maybe make a pocket or something on here that goes with those cat eyes, because this green does not. Okay, and then I have this green recycled notebook paper. I have one notebook of it. When it's gone, but it makes good journaling paper in here. You got to write sideways if you want to write on the lines, but hey. Now, one of the things I did before I stitched this together was I made this pad and I glued it in. So it's throwing my book off and it's going to make it hard to stitch together. It made it hard to pin it together because it made it so fat. So like when I close this and try and line it up, you can see the gap right here. That's where that pad is. So it made it really hard to line up to poke the holes. So yeah, I figured that mistake out. And then that was when I started just throwing papers in and saying, okay, I got to get these stitched together and then we can go back and decorate the pages. Unless it's something that needs to be stitched in, I'm not doing it anymore. But this is a decoupaged envelope. the top of it, or the bottom of it rather, has been slit to make a pocket, just because I didn't want my pocket upside down. So and then I stitched this pad together. So it was a fold over piece of paper. I don't know if you can you see that under there? So there was a fold over piece of paper, and I folded it over the top of this. This is coffee dyed scrap paper again. It alternates, and it's grouped yellow dots and orange dots under the coffee dye. And yeah, so that's for journaling. And they're all different sizes. I just thought that was kind of fun. And I stitched them together. My sewing machine did not appreciate it. I do not have a heavy duty needle on there right now, so I was just hoping it wouldn't break. But anyway, yeah, so this flips up and we have this pad. I do not like the fact that you can still see the point of the envelope, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but either that or I'll just glue the final piece of the page down on this, and that way you don't have to worry about it. So something will happen with that. Over here we have some more of that green notebook paper glued down because of what was under it. I didn't like it, so I covered it up. This is a pocket. What did I do? Oh, I know what I did. I had this folded up to be a pocket made out of that paper, and then I glued this scrapbook paper over top of it. So it's apparently needs a little bit of glue right there. Okay, so, sorry. I did another one of these envelopes. This is a large envelope where I split the flap, and it was, I saw that on Coffee Paper Scissors. Stephanie did it in her, or where I saw it anyway. She did it in her retro picnic journal here recently, which I really liked it. So as you can see, I've done a couple. Folded them in different ways and used them different ways, but I have done a couple of these because I have some large envelopes and they're really hard to put into books unless it's big pages. Anyway, what she did was she split the envelope or the flap, and then she put a tuck spot on here, and then a tag held the flap down, which I thought was really cute. So yeah, that was Stephanie over at Coffee Paper Scissors. And I'll try link the retro picnic flip through. Really cute journal. Okay, this is another one of those mandala coloring pages. Here I have, as you can see, scrapbook paper, Halloween. And again, Halloween. This is obviously, a lot of this Halloween scrapbook paper I had was double-sided. I've had it for eons. I have tons of stuff for Halloween, and it all matches. I should show it to you. It's K & Company, I think. So there's like all these kits. She had chipboard things and cutouts and more little, these are layered accents, they're called. I think they have foam sticky pads on them. Hold on, there's more. There was tons. I think I must have gotten it at the end of a Halloween season. Here's more die cuts. Not those. I mean, these are cute, but they weren't from this pack. I got some of these, but these are from the kit. Those aren't. These are. So, yeah, a ton of the K & Company stuff. And then I have all of these borders and more die cuts and signs and gravestones and ghosts. And, I mean, it's just tons of it. And there's even little, like, candy corns and pumpkins and stuff. So, I have all this stuff to decorate these pages with. But, and what's funny is I got it when I was scrapbooking for my kids, because you figure, you know, kids love to go out trick-or-treating. But when I was out trick-or-treating with my kids, to be honest, I didn't take a lot of pictures. So now I'm using it for this stuff. Anyway, part of the kit was this monster paper, which I thought was fun in this journal just because, you know, it's Ghost Gulch and everybody thought it was haunted. So, but it turns out to be not haunted, and it's just a fun little town with this little guy in it. So I thought that was cute. I don't have a lot of it in here just because I thought it was too cartoony, but I don't know. I thought it was cute. So, and then this is coffee dyed ledger paper for journaling. And then on the other side of it, I did some scrapbook paper, not cardstock, just paper. I just glued it down. And then this is a bag, one of those party bags from the dollar store, which I don't think, oh yeah, I did. It's a side pocket also, which I didn't want to glue the bag together. So when you go to tuck something in, the bag expands. So you have to get under both expansions. But, so it's a top and a side and then a flip up for journaling, which I sewed a little, it's some of this stuff folded in on itself and then sewn together. Except black, obviously. Okay, this is a double pocket. So it's a pocket here and then a pocket here. Okay, so, and then the pumpkins. Because I didn't like what was there before, like as far as that, I didn't want to leave that as a half page or a partial page. So I decided to extend it. And right now I'm addicted to, if I extend it and add two pieces of paper together, somehow they must come together in a pocket. So my center right now is candy corns. I haven't decided. Stephanie's right about that too. Sorry, it seems like I'm like spend a lot of time on her channel here lately. I have, but it just is funny because it makes me think of things that she says. The centers of signatures, they are hard. It's a little bit daunting to try and figure out what to stick in the middle there. So I have to figure out what to do with that. But then I have the pumpkin paper, which I thought was fun because this drawing page from that Ed Emberley book that does it in steps is the Headless Horseman with his jack-o'-lantern head. So I thought that was a fun place to put these jack-o'-lanterns. Plus it's the other side of the candy corn paper. So this is, ooh, did I do one and didn't do anything to it? Look at that, guys. It's just a piece of paper, pieces of paper glued together. Okay, here's the other half of the, so that's just flips back and forth. I don't know if I'll do anything to this or not. With a dark enough pen, you can write on that. It's pale wood. So, and then here's the other half of the monsters, the Monster Mash paper. I don't know what I'm going to do with this either. This is a candidate for like a big pocket or something. I don't know if I want to leave the monsters in the book like that. This is a pocket. The other half of the mandala. The other half of the envelope. Somehow or another, these are not staying in their spots. This is what I was talking about when I said this was glued down and a pocket was made. I'm guessing I'm probably going to have to put some cardstock over this one as well because it's kind of flimsy and I'm afraid it's going to break. So I'm going to reinforce it somehow. I just don't know what yet. This is what I was covering up. Can you see the word? I don't know if you can see that through there. There's coffee. The other side of this coffee dyed paper was a printout for an assignment that my daughter had in school last year. So I coffee dyed it and I was using the back for journaling space. And I think this is a tuck. So that's probably done. And I didn't want the words, not here. So I covered it with journaling paper. And then here's more of that journaling paper. And we're back to the cats and the jack-o'-lanterns. Now on this one, let's see, the other side of that was this front page where we put this in. I didn't attach it on this end. So it's glued down on that side, but it's not on this side. This is an envelope tucked as a pocket. I don't know if I'm going to cover it. I may just leave it and decorate it. And then on the other side, it's a pocket this way. Okay. And then we're back to our wood and I'll have to figure out how to make since it's the last page in the signature, it needs to probably be the right length. So I will more than likely put something on there, even if it's just one of those fold over page edges. Something will end up on there to make that the right length for the signatures to be covered. Now let's see if we can clip this back together, and we'll go through what we have so far of the last signature. I hope you guys like this so far. Like I said, this is I say it's my first little golden book journal, but really it's my first full-size journal, period. I mean, I haven't done one. This is my first one. So I'm really excited to like get it done so I can see how I do. So that's the second signature. Now, what do we got time-wise? We got a little bit of time, so we can go through and I'll show you the pages I've chosen. So the rest of the story here is he goes out here and he tells them that he's got no store. There's no store. He lives in this town by himself looking for this gold, and there's no store. There's nothing for him to eat. So he has to grow his own food. So you can see that guy has his garden. There's a ton of rocks in that garden. So, of course, that Mouseketeers, being helpful kids that they are, they look at his garden and they can see tiny little tomatoes and, you know, nothing's growing really well. So they get together and they work to fix up his garden for him. So they clean it out and all of that sort of thing. And I thought this Ed Emberley page would be really nice here because it shows the carrots. It's using different shaped carrots to draw people. Like here's how to draw a carrot at the top of the page. And then here's some different sizes and shapes of carrots on this side. And then this is using the carrot shape to make people, which I just thought was funny. So I have to figure out how to trim it. I kind of didn't want to cut off the how to draw a carrot, but I don't know. Anyway, so maybe I'll cut that piece. I don't know. But we have rocks in the garden. They're going to grow carrots, peas, looks like lettuce or cabbage, and corn. And so they're getting him all ready to go. Excuse me. And they found gold. So not only do they help him with his garden, but they help him find his gold. And I guess he's going to do an old miner's home. You take that gold and give it to the home for old miners. I'll just stay here and water my garden patch. See there? And that's exactly what he does. And his little can back here says beans. So maybe those aren't peas. Maybe they're beans. I don't know. Anyway. So some paper I've gotten together. This is out of that little skeleton with the cute little skeletons on the front. There's a coloring book I have. Here, let me see. I've been talking about these, so I'll show them to you since I have them right here. This is the skeleton book, and this is the mandala book. These are in hauls, but I don't know if you've seen them yet. So I'm losing track. I thought the strawberry skulls were kind of cute and went with the fact that he's growing things. I don't know if I'll leave this or if this will get glued to the back of something else. But so I've selected that piece. Here is our mandala for this one. This has to be trimmed. But here's our mandala. It's got an owl in the middle. I don't know what the rest of this. Gravestones, those look like moons. I'm not really sure about that owl shape, but I thought the owl was kind of cute. Of course, he's going to be folded in half, but so I got those pages. And then for journaling space, I've got this, which isn't in the rest of the book, but I thought it was kind of neat. In my brain, I connected it to him keeping track of his vegetables, like a ledger sheet. Here's some more of that. I'm not putting all of this in there, but here's a stack of that recycled green notebook paper that I told you about. I cut the holes. Over where the holes are, I cut that part off. So there's that. And then This is just some coffee dyed book page, which is what you saw in the other signatures that was folded over. So this is what I have so far for this signature. And then I have some selections of paper. Like I have this, which is pumpkins on craft paper, which I thought would be kind of fun. I was trying to get more into the vegetable garden side of this. So even though he doesn't grow any apples, it's what I could find that grows that's food. So I have bushel baskets of apples and apples. I haven't decided if I'll use them or not. We have to wait and see. But I have squash, which he also doesn't grow. But do you know how hard it is to find paper with corn on it at the scrapbook store? At least I couldn't find any. I've been to a couple and corn just isn't on the list for fall harvest stuff. So, at least not decoratively. So I got this page and it's even got gold on it, which again, I thought tied in nicely to the fact that they find gold in his little garden there. To tie the two themes together, I did find these. I might use these. This is like a green burlap looking page, and this is like a quilted mustard looking page. I may or may not use those as some plain to break up or to make pockets. I still want to use some of the fun paper from the other parts of the book, you know, the Halloween paper. I have some cutoff pieces. So I have like the jack-o'-lanterns. I have some cats. I have some ghosts or dots. The cats are on the back of these pumpkins, and these are on the back of candy corn. So I've got some options here to add. I have this piece of the black and white. What else did I have? I do have some small like strip pieces of this other paper, and I don't know if I'm planning on, is that the full size? That might end up being a side tuck somewhere. I decal cut the edge of that. I have this, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these from Creative Memories. It's a decal cut. It's supposed to sit in a cutter notch and run up the side of a ruler, but I've been able to get it to work up against just my metal ruler. So I've been decal cutting paper. So I have this decal cut, and I might stick that in there as a tuck. I also found these. I don't know if I'll use these or not. This was squash and leaves and trees. And then, you know, on the back, it's these kind of things. Maybe I'll make them little flip outs or something on pages. So I wasn't going to necessarily put together the signature on camera. Or did I say that in the beginning that I would? But I was thinking maybe I would share with you guys some of the stuff that I was looking at. I don't know if I want to use that because of the candy side, but I like the stripes. I'm trying to stick with the fact that this isn't actually a Halloween book. I do have, sorry, I know I am not on camera, more ghosts. So I do have more of that. I also have more pumpkins. And then I have these big orange dots, or this, which is, look at that. I don't know that I would use that on here though. I have bats. They're on the back of green, which probably goes with those cat eyes. Oh, and I did have this, which I thought it's supposed to be wood because you can see the lines in it, but it looks like dirt to me. So in honor of the garden, I thought I might use this. I might actually use it to back, like if I decide to use scrapbook paper that I don't want the back showing of, like maybe I don't want candy corns in this last, although the candy corn ties into the corn he's growing in the garden because I don't have any corn. But That's just the way my brain processes things. Maybe I don't want these dots, so I'll cover it up with dirt and have the ghosts, or, you know, like that. Or like that other one I showed you where I had the stripes that I really liked. What did I do with that piece of paper? I just had it in my hand. Guys, I'm losing it. This one, this would actually be a good candidate for this because I really like these stripes. I think they would be a lot of fun if I could find the right place to put them. And I could cover them with this so that the candy stuff's not showing and I just have the stripes and the garden dirt. That's what that reminds me of. So this is probably the scrapbook paper that I'm going to be using in this journal. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a journey with me through where I am on my little golden book. When I get when I get it all sewn together and I get some stuff made for it, maybe I'll film the gluing down of pockets and the creating of tucks and decorating the pages and all that, so that you know, you guys can see a little bit more of it, and then I'll film a final flip through. I don't have an Etsy shop set up, so I don't know how I'm going to put these up for sale as I finish them. It might be that I compile a bunch of them and then open an Etsy shop because I don't have anything to put in an Etsy shop yet. So I am working on digitals, but it's taking me a long time because I have so much stuff going on. The school year started and I'm homeschooling my daughter, so there's only so many hours in a day, and I'm processing my digitals from photographs that I've taken, so it's taking me a while to do all the steps. So yeah. Anyway, thanks guys for sticking with me through this one. I think I've talked myself into it being a good close to 40-minute video. I hope you are enjoying this as much as I am enjoying doing my first journal. And I hope you'll be back with me to see how it turns out. So until next time, guys, see you later. Bye-bye.